Alright gamers, welcome back. Moonlighter episode 15, we are back. Today I think we're gonna do a big sales day. I actually found a really helpful Moonlighter PDF guide that shows like the cheap, perfect, and high price ranges for all of the items. I don't know why I didn't think about looking this up before, but I'm just going to use this. It's going to save us a ton of time and a ton of hassle, so we have a lot of items to sell. Today, we're probably just going to sell items. Like, that's going to be majority of what the gameplay is today, so if this is a boring one for you, I get it. But we have a lot of stuff to sell. It's probably going to take 2 or 3 days worth of in-game time to move all these products. And I did look up the forest history and all this stuff is basically just they give you lore in one of the journals, but for the most part it's just high value sales goods, right? So it says forest history 1, 2, and 3, you can probably get 5,500 out of them comfortably. So let's try that. A lot of high value prices on the board today. Yup. Let's go 55 on that bad boy as well. Nothing but the hits. Now let me make sure I have these priced correctly. Ugh, the only thing that's bad about this is... Every few seconds there's an ad that pops up, so I'm honestly gonna take a screenshot of it and put it in Paint. And that should help not have to deal with that. There we go. Yes. Perfect pricing. The beauty of the internet. Oh, we love that sound. Everyone's happy. So, what is it? Speed powder? Yeah. Speed powder goes for 22. We were close. And then what do we have? Botany Jottings 1. Where is that one? There it is. About 2,200. My shit bag. Oops. It's an easier way to do it. The carnivorous mute seeds, these go for 5,500 each. Wow. Yeah, this is a much better way to do it. Instead of accidentally lowballing ourselves and losing out on a bunch of money and having to figure out the sweet spot. We live in a beautiful day and age. Nutritive water, I think I have this dialed in. 1925, close. Oh man, we are making money. Let's get another batch of items. The soil, what do we have? 1100 on these. And then the life fluid. It says 44 or 440, but I think 450 will be fine. We'll see. This is way better, man. Magnetite. This is in the next tier, so I'm actually gonna hold on to that for now, I think. Same with the diamagnetic sand and the flammable dust. For now, I'm just gonna keep selling stuff from the forest. Preserved root, 660. So 650, that's fine with me. I like nice, even numbers. The jottings, once again, we'll crank these up to 22. We're already at a crazy amount of money. They should be wrapping up soon. Venomous spores. These sell for 66. I'll put something in there just to keep people interested. Hey, she took them. Big sales right at the end of the day. Carnivorous mutate jottings. This will go for 55 as well. The old bulbs, these go for 22, so we were grossly underselling these. And then the petals, 110. Fertilizer, that sells for 1100. Grossly underselling these as well. We're going to need all this money for new town upgrades, new weapons, potions for the new desert dungeon next time we play. But what's nice is once you get these prices dialed in, you can just, you know, auto set them up and they're good forever. Magic wood, what does it sell for? 110. Let's do a fair 100. This list will also be really nice for me to keep track of what's worth bringing back to the base and what's worth not bringing back to the base, right? Like blade leaves, those aren't really worth taking. Plant flesh, venomous spores, all that stuff. We'd rather just sell it. The magic mushrooms, I'd rather just sell it in the dungeon and save space, right? The petals, not really. But obviously things like speed powder, very valuable to bring back. The old bulbs, the jottings. So honestly, petals, everything that's worth barely anything, I think I'm just going to throw into the sales bin. The blade leaves, not really worth anything. 330. You know what? Still don't really know what these amulets are for. I need to do some research when I'm done with this episode and figure out what those are for. I need to enhance my gear. I've got a ton of enchantment crystals. Help yourself, bro. Light essence goes for 440. 450, we got it dialed in. The mushrooms, I'm just going to sell for pretty cheap. Fluid vessels, 1705. Let's call it 17 even. It's almost the end of the first day. We might go back through the golem dungeon just so I can collect a few more of those golem items, or items from the golem dungeon, and then kind of get the prices right on those. That way, if I ever get any more in the future, I can just, you know, sell them for cheap. Plant flesh, 66. I'm cool with 50. Alright, guys. Shop is closed. Strong leaves, these go for 440, so 475. Actually, I'll crank them down to 450. Just to have this sales price, like, memorized. Final sale of the day is a huge one. Man, we are at crazy money. Alright, for the day, we made... Look at all those sales. Oh, baby. We made 237,188 gold, putting us at a total of 300,000. It's basically 333,333 is our gold total right now, which is ironic because, again, 3 is my favorite number. So let's go ahead and jump in bed, save. It should bring it to the next day. Yep. We'll run one more round of sales. And then I'll check how much time we have left, and if it's looking pretty promising, maybe we'll do a golem run real quick. I'm gonna see what I can get. For these gauntlets, this PDF file doesn't have weapon prices on it, or at least what I saw, so I'll have to do some independent research on that myself. Yeah, the plant flesh is a little too cheap. Let's try 75. I'm also going to try and put these up for 10. He's looking at it. I'll do 12.5. Last thing I need is forest fruits. These go for about 2,000. Yeah, way too expensive. Okay. Forest fruits, 1980. Call it 2. It should sell. Let's crank these down to... $9,999. Little reference to Final Fantasy damage. Bum 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 bum. She's interested. Still too expensive though, huh? Yeah. Let's try 6,999. Really? These are... I guess let's try 88. Magic wood, I thought this would be... Yeah, it says it sells for around 110. Maybe she's a cheapskate. Alright, we're about done. Cleared out our inventory. Really? Sorry about that. Let's try 88. There we go. wasn't happy with it, but they did still pick it up. Damn. Let's try 5. Take one more look at them. I'll give you 15% off. 20% off. I don't want to go much lower than 5 on those things. Come on, now. Surely you'll take them. Come on, man. 420, maybe? All we have is one more thing. Final chance. He's looked at these gloves 3 times. There we go. Alright guys, shop is closed. And then for the second day we made 28,000. Not a ton, but you know, it's a nice little extra bit. Let me tab into OBS here and see. 16 minutes. We got enough time to go do one forest dungeon. Or one golem dungeon, but we could get the banker, the hawker. We also have more upgrades to our shop, which will give me an extra storage box, which I could really use at this point. So I think I'm gonna upgrade the shop once. Phew, that was hard work. Still not trusting me. Remember, it is bigger in the inside. Oh, hell yeah, look at this! I don't know what that means. 9, 7, 8, 9, 11, overtime. There's display cases that protect thieves from taking it. That's cool. So high ticket items can be put in there, as well as another chest for storage, which is really nice. Which means we're going to put all of our stuff in this bottom chest now. And again, I'll do some research on what these amulets are for, and if they're just like items that you sell, you can use them to craft certain pieces. I'm not sure yet, but I'm holding on to them just in case. I mean, they only drop from the final boss in each dungeon, so they seem like they must be pretty valuable. Other than this luck amulet, this one just dropped towards the end, I think. Alright, let's go do a quick golem run. Well, actually, let me talk to Andre and see. So we're missing a few items for the fabric level 3 set, which is the set that we're going for. That's fine. What do I need for the spear? Yeah, we're gonna need more golem parts, and then I have everything I need to get the venom sting spear, so what about the bow? More golem parts, and then everything we need for the bow, so. I forgot we went with just raw damage on our gloves instead of like the poison items. I'm gonna want the thunder gloves though, so I'm gonna need a lot of base items. Alright, for the next shop upgrade, it's 120,000. I'm gonna pick up the medium chests for my self-storage. Pick up the king bed for myself, and pick up the silver cash register. So now, you know what, we might as well get the average sale box too. So now we have all of the tier 2 upgrades. We just need the tier 3 upgrades. And then for the town, we'll pick up the banker. Interested in making your money work for you. Trust your money in my hands and I will make it grow before your eyes. Yeah, that sounds good. Can't request them during the night. Okay, well, we'll request them when we come back for the day. Let's check on what our upgrades would cost us. And it's actually kind of expensive. We'll do 1 on the gloves, 2 on the gloves, 3 on the gloves. So we can get it to a total of 3 upgrades. Since I'm about to go into the forest dungeon, I'm just gonna pick up 10 of these bad boys. We still have 125,000 gold left after all that, which should be enough to get the hawker and the banker. Our weapon is fully upgraded. And I think I have a lot of those weapons on my wish list, so I should be able to see what items do I need to keep and what items don't I need to keep, but it's gonna be a full clear here, I think. I mean, I'm like one-shotting everything in here. Come back to the forest in just a second. Damn it. Not too concerned about taking damage. This should be a breeze. Feeling very powerful with these upgrades. That's what we need right there. Whetstones. I need like 20 of those things, so. Alright, we cleared left the entire way. Let's clear right. Alright, we have the bosses over here. Warp back real quick, drop off some items. I've got the gold to spend. I wish I could increase my backpack size a little bit. That'd be kind of nice. But I also understand that that's kind of part of the game, right? Is to have a limited amount of space. Yeah, look at our little guys. We have the golem turret, the flying golem, the blade tree sprout, and the wind tree sprout. Oh, there's quite a few that you can get. We're gonna try and get them all. The golem turret, sentinel turret, unable to shoot a constant stream of water. The flying golem made to collect materials and repair golems with them. The blade tree sprout, modified sprout whose leaves are as sharp as a sword. And the wind tree sprout, modified to be able to walk and use its leaf to create wind flows. Let's go drop some stuff off in our storage chests. Sort by the culture. I need to, I'll check on these rune tools and see if there's anything that I need to keep in just a little bit, but alright, back into the golem dungeon. So definitely get all that royal jelly. I don't mind having extra royal jelly. I wonder how fast we'll take down the first mini boss. We have 100 shield now at this point. Two-shot him, by the way. That's nice. Power creep in this game does feel a little crazy, but it's like, it's rewarding in my opinion to struggle against something for a bit, and then by the time you come back to it, you just feel like a god. Like later when you've upgraded your gear and you've already proven yourself against it. We need all these materials anyways to do another test on the item prices and see if we got everything correct. And there are still some items from the forest dungeon, or the golem dungeon, excuse me, that sell for a decent bit. Damn. Which one's this one? Placed on the left or the right of the bag? One more teleport back. Let's drop all this stuff off. Making good time. I'm just gonna put those up because I really don't need that many potions in the golem dungeon. Oh shit! I get 3 boxes or 3 pages worth in one box. That's really nice. Sort by the culture. Alright, let's go finish up strong. Dead end. Oh, so many whetstones. I need empowered crystals to enchant my weapons, but those seem really hard to find. Yeah, right. I've got a billion of them. Double kill. I still haven't even broke through my armor yet, though. Alright, let's go clear out the final boss. I think I have enough. No, I'm gonna need to go back one more time. It's so cheap, though. You forget Golem Dungeon is just, it's really accessible for noobs. I mean... Yep, we're good. This way we have as much inventory space to hold all of the drops from the boss. That was just a bit of a joke right there. Alright, floor 3, right? Yes. yeah, baby, oh yeah. This one gets sent home, so let's send home these. Take that. Alright, boss is this way. Oh, there's jelly. I actually do want that for health potions. And that's why you check the pots and stuff. I think the water spheres and the glass lenses aren't going to sell for that much. I'm going to take those with me. And we're going back one more time. Full bag of stuff. This should reveal the entire dungeon too when we come back, which will be nice. I mean, we got the money to blow. Keeping everything that we need for now, and then once we know we've got everything crafted from that like set or dungeon specifically, then we'll take it off the list and sell them. Alright, let's go finish up. Okay. That's huge. Come on, do it. Oof. Send those bad boys home. Send these bad boys home. are the only monsters from the Golem Dungeon I don't really like. Real quick though, I did see something in here that I want to check. What is this? Yeah, I didn't know if that was like maybe a special area we could climb up and go into or something. No, it's just nothing. Alright, time for the boss. Make sure we have space. I'm gonna get rid of the jelly, some of these vines. Other than that, I think we're good. The crystals, screw it. That should leave me with enough space to hold a bunch of stuff. Messing up so much right now. More whetstones, beautiful. Alright, Golem King time. Interesting, so you actually don't fight the Golem King again, you just do a like a weaker version of the dungeon? I don't... It's interesting. Let's think about what do we actually not really need. Destroys one artifact. No. Gotta be very careful sorting things when you do that. Oh, so it's timed too. The faster that you complete it, you get more chests. I definitely need these foundry rests, so let's get rid of... Tell you what. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. Let's get out of here, head back to our base, drop this stuff off and get ready to wrap this one up because this one's been a little bit longer of an episode. And then next time we'll, you know, sell a bunch of items, get the prices right, get our stuff crafted. We have so much stuff. Let's go see if I can at least upgrade our spear. The spear and the bow are the two other weapons outside of the gauntlets that I want to use. Okay. Tell you what, let's go with the bow first, because honestly I think I'm going to use the bow before I would use the spear. It kind of fits the rogue archetype a little better. And then... I mean, yeah, we have our Forest Spirit gauntlets. I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need even more whetstones. But that's fun. Make one of these bad boys. And make our venomous bow. Let's see if the shop has some whetstones to sell.
Huh.
You got any whetstones? Yes. I'll take 10 of these bad boys. Give me another 10. That way I can at least make my spear. The flamethrower bow. I don't have the money to upgrade to the Venom Sting Spear just yet, so we're gonna hold off. But we will make the rough gloves. And then I need 2 more whetstones in order to make the rusty short sword, and then we'll have everything from the golem dungeon basically complete. Then I can remove all that stuff from my wish list so I know like everything that I actually need to keep and what do I not need to keep I can sell. Because we did find one of the rock big swords in the dungeon that I'm holding on to. So let's go back through the list. What do we need? Should be it, right? Yeah. That should change what we have in our to keep box, right? By quite a bit, yeah. This is all gonna be stuff that I just need to sell, I guess. Actually, tell you what. Now that we have 3 pages in here, let's keep this stuff in here. On the very bottom page. I'm gonna sell that one. Damn it. I think if I sort it too, it's going to sort everything out of the bottom pages, which is kind of annoying, but I guess it is what it is. Yeah, it does. Okay, that's fine. Well, let's not sort on this box. I wish we would just sort that row in a way, or at least I could like set it to that. That looks good. I guess let's jump in bed, save it here, and we are going to call this one here for now. Like I said, next time we'll continue with selling a bunch of items, making sure the prices are correct for the Golem dungeons. That way we know the Golem dungeon's good, the Forest dungeon was good. Maybe we'll buy a couple more items and get all the other weapons crafted. We'll go ahead and try and make a little more money and get the banker and the hawker for the town. And then we'll start taking on the desert dungeon. So I'll see you guys there. Very excited. Thanks for hanging out. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.